Welcome everyone. Today I'm joined by my client Anton. Anton is a entrepreneur from Denmark, and we started working together 3-ish, almost 4 months ago at this point. Anton, can you tell me a bit about yourself and where you were before joining the program?
Yeah, so my name is Anton. I run a marketing agency. I'm 22 years old and I've been training for around 7 years, kind of on and off. And I was just at the point where I wanted something to kind of change. I guess that's what you call bulking up. I became I think I was 98 kilos. I was getting really fat and, I could really start and feel that it was kind of putting me down. So I thought now I'd find the time to do something about it. So I reached out to you for help.
Yeah. What has been the biggest change so far in this first 3 to 4 months?
Yeah, I think it's definitely been the way I've been eating. I feel like I ate good, even when I was putting on weight massively. I still thought I was eating good because I was eating all the, protein notes, low calorie options, but there was just so much I was still fucking up with that, it made the calories go up. And even though I felt like I was doing everything and I knew everything about diet, nothing was happening. So we kind of made the switch to the more holistic approach, and I ate a simpler diet. It was easier to hold and actually got more energy from it. And I started slimming down as well, which was nice. I think one of the main things is when I ate the high protein, all the shit food I was bloated all the time. I could always see my stomach through the shirt. I was just so filled with water, and I felt like wanting to sleep every time I eat. And now I feel like I'm eating a kind of lighter diet. I'm never full where I want to sleep, but I'm still in a good position to work. You always have that bit of excess energy that you can put towards work instead of digesting food, I think.
Yeah, not that brain fog, having to lay in the sofa after a meal.
I used to sleep 2 hours every single day during the day because I was just so fatigued.
Yeah.
Which I think comes from everything, lack of the proper habits and also the bad eating habits. And I thought I was eating good, I thought I was eating the right food because that's kind of what you've been told to eat. But as soon as I switched up the approach, it became so much better.
I think one of the thing to mention in your case is from a training perspective as well. Obviously, as you said, you've been putting the work in the gym. You've been consistently maybe a bit backing off, press the gas and whatnot. But you've been still putting in the work for a good amount of years. Training-wise, one of the things that I really focused on, especially for you, being a busy guy, you have a lot of work to do. You can't accumulate too much stress throughout the day. So really switching up the training as well has been, from my perspective, a big shift. And
100%.
Yeah. Tell me a bit about that.
It's been much more lower volume. I've done less exercises and less sets and reps, but it's been much more intensive. So I've gotten a lot stronger. I've lifted a lot heavier, and then always to failure. So it's in and out. I go into the gym, I work 40 minutes every other day, and the results have been so much better. I think it's also because my body can actually recover from the workouts. But yeah, it's been, especially, I remember I used to train 6 to 7, I've always been consistent in the gym. I've always gone to the gym. I did 6-7 workouts a week.
Wow.
For 5 to 6, 7 years. But I always felt so drained after I came home from the workouts. I gave it my all. I was running a marathon every single day. But now it's I go in, I work out, and I feel even more energized when I come out of the workouts, which I really, really like.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it should be, right? It should be amplifying your life, not taking away from it.
I think the main thing working with you has been I'm not building my workout and my routines and habits, and then building my work around that, but I'm doing the opposite. Instead of just trying to make my work around the habits and training and eating, it's the opposite, right? I make it work with my work being the first priority and then building everything around that. So it's a lot easier for me to do over a longer amount of time.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm doing less now, but getting an even better outcome of it. Yeah, so now after going on the Superhuman protocol for 4 months, I'm down from 98 kilos to 85 kilos. I feel like I'm holding pretty much all my muscle. I think we talked about that not too long ago, and just still shredding off the fat. You know, in the next 1 or 2 months, we're gonna be at the 80 kgs, and I'm hopefully gonna look like you. Yeah, man, I'm so much more energy. I'm actually starting to enjoy the workouts again, enjoying the process. You know, when I look myself in the mirror, I feel like I'm the fucking man, and you know, that's what I kind of take into everything else I do. So I really appreciate it.
That confidence boost is definitely something to...
Yeah, so my day-to-day, I'm leading around 15 different sales reps, and kind of with my lifestyle changes having changed, I feel like me leading myself now, I'm even better at leading other people. Because me being the man, you know, I remember I heard this quote, be the man before you are the man, and after I really dialed all of that in, the confidence I've had that I can, you know, give to other people is just so much better. You know, the conviction I have in myself is also the conviction they have in me, you know, as the leader. So yeah, it's helped me drastically in terms of showing up for myself and then being able to show up for other people.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. One of my other clients mentioned that a lot as well, where it's like, how can I be a leader for all my employees if I can't do hard things myself? And I clearly, you know, don't, you know, kind of walk the walk and talk the talk, you know. So just proving to yourself that you can do hard things and proving that you can show up as the best person of yours or version of yourself is truly of very high importance as well.
100%.
What has been the thing you like the most specifically about working with me or with the program as well?
I think it's definitely working with you know, having you in my corner. You know, diet, you can always kind of fix that. Training, same, you can probably figure it out. But, you know, having somebody in your corner where you know, it's kind of, I buy into your confidence, right, in everything that I do. I don't have to question, is this going to work, is this not going to work? I just know it's going to work, and I simply just have to follow it. So I think I'm removing so much resistance working with you because that's just how it is, you know. That's what the boss says, so that's what I do.
Yeah.
And then just having the support, you follow up with me all the time, you make sure that I send my meals in, and if I don't send my meals in, you're gonna come after me, and I don't want you to come after me, so I'll make sure to do my shit. You know, every time I had stressful periods in my job, you know, I had 12-hour days, you know, my kind of advice was, you know, to deal with the stress was just overeating, and which isn't very healthy, and what kind of made me gain all of this weight. So having you kind of in my corner saying that's not normal, that's not how you need to do it, you know, you can do this instead. That's been by far the biggest change for me in terms of actually getting results.
If someone is listening, they're on the fence about joining, what would you kind of, they're kind of in the same position as you were, you know, have been putting in the work, maybe not seeing the results that they want. What advice do you have to that person?
I'd say, you know, you only know what you know. You know, the reason that you are where you are right now is because you lack something, and that something is not just going to appear in front of you. You have to do something to actually get it. I think a lot of people are like me. They feel like, or they kind of cope, they think they know what to do, but they don't. And by them not knowing, they're not going to do it. So they're just going to keep having lackluster results. So, you know, you buy mentors in all sorts of stuff, if it's business, if it's one or the other. And I think my biggest advice is going to get one in like the personal development side as well.
Yeah, love it. I appreciate you speaking about your experience, Anton, and hope you enjoyed listening to Anton's story.
Yeah, and yeah, like funnily enough, my income has grown around 6 times as much as I made 4 months ago as I do now, which is a pretty cool byproduct of looking fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you never know what other upside you get. That's
gotta try.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.